Good morning, everybody. How you doing? So, after a week of really kind of getting back into the swing of being live here, and just move my mic, committing to being a bit more visible again. Kind of content and cocktails last night, and I've been thinking. Really, as a result of some of the conversations we were having last night about how we go about rounding out some of those important skills that we've got to master if we want to use video in our business. I talk about the steep but short climb to video mastery. And what I mean by that is that with a lot of kind of marketing skills, particularly ones that involve quite a significant technical element, you will very often find that there is quite a steep climb to get from where you are now to a point where you can really implement the things in your business in a way that actually gets results. Now, with video, it's quite a steep climb, but it is quite a short climb because you've got to master a few different areas. You've got to master the sort of strategic thinking stuff. You've got to master the mindset. You've got to master the stories that you're going to be telling, and you've got to master the kind of the technical and practical filmmaking skills. And it's that final one, the technical skills, that actually represents quite a significant portion of that steep climb. So you've got how to film and make something look good, how to edit something, how to take that final edited piece of content and get it up online in a way that is going to find its way to people in your audience. So there's all these different things. I think we can when we're starting out with this kind of stuff, look at this kind of list of stuff we've got to master and go, no, that's too much. That's way too much. So I wanted to sort of just hopefully give you a bit of food for thought on this, and again sort of hopefully get you thinking about the fact that you don't need to be perfect right from the get-go. This idea that we should be seeking perfection with our content is you know, it's a surefire way never to do anything, because it's that old adage that, you know, perfect is the enemy of done. And I think that's no more, you know, that's incredibly relevant to the world of video, because a lot of us will get in front of the camera and we will record some content and we will start editing. And I know from conversations I've had with people, they say, well, I've got footage sitting on in folders on hard drives that I've shot days of the stuff, and I never did anything with it because I'm worried about it not being good enough, or my editing isn't great. But actually, you're never going to progress your skill set unless you do start to just do. So with that in mind, I was thinking about how we can kind of get the sort of year off to a bang. And I ran a week of learning last year, sort of in the November, was it? Yeah, I think it was November last year. And it was, you know, we called it a challenge, but it wasn't a challenge that led to anything. There was nothing for sale. It was just a week of doing stuff. And so we did a whole week around subtitling, because a lot of people ask, how do you subtitle videos? And it was one of those skills that I've often found is kind of ascribed a much greater sort of perceived level of complication than it actually really is. So over the course of the week, last time we did it, we walked through the subtitling process step by step from the point where you kind of conceive of the idea that you want to subtitle a video, all the way through to the kind of step by step process. You know, what you need to click where and when on the editing software in order to create your final subtitled piece of content. So I was thinking that in January we're going to do that. So come the new year, we will take this idea of the subtitling week and work our way step by step through this process. It is one of those things where if you're with me every step of the way, you will pop out the other end knowing not only how to subtitle, but with a fair understanding of how to do some decent basic editing. Because you sort of by the very nature of the tasks that we're going to be talking about, we have to talk about how to use some editing software. The editing software I suggest is called DaVinci Resolve. So we will be looking at a variety of different tools and techniques you can use. So I was going to put a little event into Grow Your Business with Video, which if you are not a member of, do come and join, please, because it's a great group. Lots of help on hand. It's free. Lots of help on hand about how you can use video as a tool to grow your business. So yeah, it's going to be a week of tasks, very, very heavily practical, just as a way to sort of, hit the new year running. Because sometimes, if you can start the year learning a simple task, learning a piece of the puzzle, then that sort of you can start to round out some vital video skills. Because really the short steep climb is just that. It is a short one, and you don't really need to master too many pieces of the puzzle before you're onto a much more gentle incline. That initial push up a steep steep incline of skills can look pretty daunting, but if you take it step by step and kind of view each small piece of the puzzle as a different skill to be mastered, then you soon find yourself over the hump and kind of onto a much more sort of reasonable climb. So yeah, that's it. That's my kind of my piece for today. Go into next year, because we're winding down for Christmas now. Next week I'm going to be completely sort of off effectively, because I'll be on childcare duties. We'll be doing a content cocktails on Thursday, and there's a few little bits and pieces that I'll be doing for clients, but really, as in large part, I'm kind of out the picture. But January, hit the ground running. So come and join me in January for some learning, and that's it. There's nothing for sale. There's nothing kind of there's no courses being launched, nothing like that. It's just all about a bit of learning. So I'd love you to join me through that process. I'll keep you posted. So have a lovely day, and hope you get loads done and have lots of fun. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye.